Guys, hii wiki ni kama haishi. Hii wiki ni kama ina move pole pole sana. It is not moving at all. It's still Tuesday, ni saa 6 mchana, and now guess what? It is time for the Now Report, of course, on TV47. Na kama kawaida, I start with the hottest story in town. Tunamwitanga Rigathi Gachagua. The High Court has delivered a crushing blow to former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua's legal battle, issuing a definitive verdict that dismissed his petition and affirmed that his ouster from office strictly adhered to the Constitution. In a high-stakes, day-long judgment, the bench firmly rejected all claims of bias leveled against the House speakers, MPs, and senators, declaring the petitioner's allegations to be backed by zero evidence. Furthermore, the judges certified that the National Assembly's public participation exercise was constitutionally sufficient and robust, directly dismantling Gachagua's core argument of procedural unfairness. Gachagua was awarded 50 million shillings for violation of his right to a fair trial. All the same, this did not invalidate the impeachment outcome ideology. He will appeal this case for sure. And niko sure acha tuone kama tanini. Let's just wait and see if things will go in his favor. But acha hiyo nitakuacha, maybe you decipher yourself. Will that even be possible? Chataona. Anyways, nataka to jump right next to the next story, where the National Assembly Speaker, Moses Wetangula, threw the ultimate political bloc party at his rural home, gathering thousands of local youths for a strategy session disguised as a weekend hangout. The goal? Getting everyone firmly on the team William Ruto for the 2027 election. Flexing some serious regional clout alongside local leaders, Wetangula gave the crowd a passionate pep talk, urging eligible young voters to go out and get their national ID cards immediately. He didn't just call it paperwork. He dubbed the ID the ultimate political weapon to keep the region united and influential. To sweeten the deal, he reminded everyone that the Kenya Kwanza administration is delivering the goods, hyping up big projects like the upcoming Naivasha to Malaba railway expansion. And just in case anyone wondered about his own career goals, well, he was very clear that he is only moving forward. He boldly declared that he has zero interest in stepping down for a local seat because his eyes are locked in on the ultimate prize, a run for presidency in 2032, soil in 2032. Chatona vile itaenda.
Watajua hawajui kwamba ni muhimu kupata silaha ya kisiasa. Na silaha ya kisiasa ni kipande yako na kura yako. Uongozi utafutwa kupitia kura. Uongozi hautafutwi kwa kupiga kelele na kutukana watu na kuzungumza na kusema mambo ambayo haieleweki.
Well, you need to cheer to up. Let's see if his presidential journey bears any fruits. Tutaona in 2032. But for now, acha tusonge to the Walter Okello Mentorship Program. He may join forces with the Kenya Literature Bureau for a massive 4,000 book drop across Siaya County, essentially trying to cure school stress with a heavy dose of paperbacks. The literary crusade kicked off at Nyalula Primary School, where 600 students suddenly found themselves with zero excuses for not doing their homework. During the launch program, patron Walter Okello called out the elephant in the room. Our exam-obsessed culture combined with a brutal economy means parents are currently prioritizing maize flour over fiction. But Okello's master plan is actually a form of psychological warfare against teen angst. He wants to set up student book clubs to act as an emotional pressure valve. The theory? If kids are arguing over the plot of a novel, they'll be too distracted to plot the downfall of the administration building. It turns out reading a chapter is the new taking a deep breath. To stop school strikes before they start, Nyalula's head teacher Edwin Momuta happily accepted the heavy boxes, basically admitting that waiting for the government to restock the library is like waiting for rain in a drought. He called the grassroots delivery a total lifesaver, and the book tour is just getting started.
So we have come here today as the World Tokelo Mentorship Program, where I'm the patron. This mentorship program was initiated a while ago, but has been very active in the last 3 years. Basically, our focus is to be able to bring and support development of leadership across, especially among our young people. One of the ways that we do this is to engage very closely with the young people in different learning institutions. Mostly we have engaged with university students, college students, high school students. But today we have come here to Nyalula Primary School to donate a number of books, learning books, current books, textbooks which are relevant for their current learning, current curricula. Why we did this was to be able to bridge the gap in literacy levels. We've seen reports have indicated that there's declining literacy levels among our population generally. This happens because people don't spend a lot of time reading anymore. A lot of pupils now just prepare for exams. Part of the reason for this is inadequacy of learning materials.
Well, I think this is a great idea. Back in school, high school, primary school, I really enjoyed reading novels and, of course, fictional. I was really lost into the imaginary world. And I think this is a great idea for the students. You'd be surprised just how much these books, these novels can do for these students. Anyway, acha tutoke huko na tuendelee. The agricultural experts from Kalro are officially giving traditional farming methods a gentle nudge out the door. Ahead of a free farmers expo happening on June 12th to 13th, 2026, researchers are urging farmers across Kenya to embrace smart agricultural technologies to beat unpredictable weather and give their bank accounts a serious boost. Hosting a preview at the Thika demonstration farms, lead researchers Dr. Joseph Kori Njuguna and Dr. David Thuranira dropped some truth bombs. Switching to climate-smart farming isn't a luxury anymore. It's a survival necessity if we want healthy soil and steady food on the table. The upcoming two-day summit is gearing up for huge crowds, promising hands-on training with high-yield, resource-efficient methods. The big takeaway, you don't need a massive plot of land to make a profit. Just some clever modern techniques to maximize every single square inch.
So we have come here today as the World.
We have a major event coming Friday on 12th and 13th June 2026. And this will be our fourth Caro Open Week. We'll be showcasing the technologies that we have developed over time together with our partners, which include good crop practices, management practices. We have herbs and spices and new varieties. For us to make agricultural activity economically viable, we have first of all to increase productivity. Yeah, and most of the technologies that we'll be showcasing are geared towards that. That if you practice this, use these technologies, you practice this modern way of farming, you are going to make money and it will make economic sense.
Now, Malindi residents are officially breathing a sigh of relief. And finally, some clean air. In a historic court ruling, Justice Mwangi Njoroge gave the infamous Kajarina, that's a heavy word, dump site, a strict 120-day eviction notice, ordering it to pack up its trash and move far away. But the judge didn't stop at just telling the Kilifi County government, the Malindi municipality and NEMA to clean up their act. He also slapped them with a staggering 150 million shilling bill for casually ignoring the residents' constitutional right to a neighborhood that doesn't smell like a burning tire factory. This massive win wraps up a dramatic 4-year legal saga spearheaded by local resident groups. They successfully argued that letting toxic households and medical waste pile up and occasionally setting it on fire wasn't exactly a great marketing strategy for Malindi's world-famous tourism economy. Who knew tourists didn't want a side of toxic fumes with their beach vacations? While environmentalists are currently popping champagne and celebrating a monumental win for the planet, the Kilifi County Executive Omar Said Omar gave the ultimate political response, stating that county lawyers are studying the ruling to decide whether to actually comply or drag everyone right back to court with an appeal. Stay tuned.
Pale ninakaa nimeshikana tu na hapo kwa timbo taka. Kusema ukweli, kulingana na maamuzi ya mahakama hivi majuzi, watu wa Muyeye wamefurahi. Muyeye si Muyeye tu, watu wa Malindi kwa umoja wamefurahi sana na maamuzi wa mahakama, kwa sababu ni hali ambayo imetuathiri kwa muda mrefu sana. Tumekuwa tukihangaika magonjwa, tumekuwa tunasumbuliwa na magonjwa ambayo yanasababishwa na hii moshi ambao unatoka pale kwa timbo taka. Na watu wengi sana, wale ambao wanajua ile athari na wale ambao hawajui, wamekuwa wakipata matatizo mengi na mengi na mengi, ikiwa mimi ni mmoja wapo. Lakini sasa juzi tumepata haki ya mwisho baada ya miaka 4 kwenda miaka 5 kung'ang'ania angalau tupate haki kulingana na ile timbo.
Very curious to see what an appeal would look like to this case, because again, new chafu tinitakataka, we cannot just dump it anyway. So I'm very curious what if they do decide to appeal. Anyway, over 5,000 land title deed beneficiaries from the Msabaha area in Malindi, Kilifi County, wamepigwa a strict warning against aggressively selling off their newly acquired parcels at throwaway prices. Speaking during the official document issuance, Kilifi Governor Gideon Mungaro and Malindi MP Amina Mnyazi fiercely condemned families who had already signed premature sale agreements, while announcing a high-profile presidentially backed regional committee tasked with aggressively acquiring more land to resettle coastal squatters for good. Adding to the heavy warning, nominated MCA Betty Kache issued a stern wake-up call to families to maintain absolute peace, urging them to entirely reject the rampant greed-driven family feuds where elderly relatives are brutally killed by children seeking to forcefully inherit and liquidate land. By combining a massive push for structural land reform with an aggressive warning against reckless property offloading, local leaders are making a highly calculated move to permanently secure grassroots economic empowerment and familial unity across Kilifi County.
Tuko na title nyingi sana za Kilifi County ambazo tumetayarisha, na nitazunguka kila mahali tupeane hati miliki ile wananchi waishi kwa mashamba zao. Ya pili, tumepeana rais na viongozi. Tuko na kamati ya magavana 6 wa Mombasa. Tuko na ndani hapo, tuko na Mburia, tuko na Joho na tuko na King Speaker. Tumekubaliana mashamba yote ambayo ni ya wenyewe, ambayo inaishi wananchi wa Kilifi ama Pwani, yatanunuliwa na serikali, yagawanyiwe wananchi wa Pwani ili wapate hati miliki za kumiliki ardhi zao.
Leo tumepatiwa title deed na mstahiki gavana. Ninawaomba na ninawasisitiza zisiwe ni chanzo cha kuvunja familia zenu. Tudumishe upendo na amani, kwa sababu ni kitu ambacho kitatusaidia sisi, watoto wetu, wajukuu wetu, vilembwe na vilembwekeza.
Well, that is all for me today. Acha niwaache mwende mkule lunch kidogo. But remember, we still have the one at TV47 at 1. Na bado pia tuko na the Now Report jioni na Daddy Mato mwenyewe. So you don't want to miss that either. So all I'm saying is, guys, stay tuned to TV47. There's a lot for you out here. Sawa. Take care and have a lovely rest of your day.